Brian Scott Williams. Hope you can hear me. See, you might be able to manipulate your family into thinking that you're this innocent little guy that's trying to do your best after you've gotten out of jail. That's a lie. The whole time you were here, before you knew that I was on to you and took off. Should we talk about Eric? Huh? A man that's better with a weapon than you are. Should we talk about what you said and what you had planned before you went down to Eric's? Should we talk about the fight and all that when you were begging for somebody to come get you just before Eric did what he did? Did you chamber it? Did you set it up? Shit, why am I asking you any questions? You ain't gonna tell the truth. You're just gonna lie and manipulate like you've done on everything. You know, just like all out of the sudden, all out of the blue, you start bugging me to come work with me and me to help you. And then you try and fuck with every job that you're on. Trespassing, messing with the lady's horse. Right, you were trying to make something happen that day. Just like the girls I told you to leave alone. And you didn't listen. Did you? You really think that I think that that's all just a coincidence and you're really just that accident prone? You were told to your face not to do certain things and you did them anyway. Pregs, you fucked up mortar every time you mixed it. Every cut you made, you were fucking it up. You expect me to believe that you're that much of a fuck up? No, you're not. Not on my jobs, because I won't allow you to. You did that on purpose. That's okay, homeboy. What, you running to Val and Tom now? Getting free vehicles? Boo-hooing about you being a daddy? Oh yeah, who'd you get pregnant? Huh? Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna tell everybody about what you do. Just like your grandfather letting you date a 16-year-old girl when you're 28 years old. You lied to everybody, didn't you? Even had her lie to people. Who's the one that got it out of you? Me. Who's the one that found heroin in the shed? Me. Who's the one that took the lug nuts off my van? You. Who's the one that messed with my Ford Explorer? Did you forget I had a dash cam? You must have remembered at some time because you put a blanket over the windshield. What, you don't think I was going to find out? You were the one running your mouth to Tiffany. Mm-hmm. And talking to her mother. Mm-hmm. Remember Deer Park? Motherfucker, you ain't blood, and I've treated you like blood. I'm about to treat you like the monster you are. Who put your sister up to killing Kenny? You. Who ended up with everything? You. Who was the mystery person that disappeared that the cops couldn't find or identify? You. Yeah, because what'd you do after that? You stripped the whole fucking trailer you were in. Then tried to say, oh, well, they did that while I was locked up. No, they didn't. You did it. And why'd you do it? Because you knew it would piss Mom's friends off at her because it was their property that they were allowing you to rent. Yeah. Mr. getting beat up by his dad every day because he's trying to act like a controlling little fucking freak. Coming up to my house trying to talk me into a lock placement on a door so he could break into my home later. Then when I called him out on it, he wanted to get an attitude. Yeah, he was trying to make me put it at the top of the door or the bottom. He's like, yeah, that'll hold it better than being in the middle. I said, no, it won't. That gives it a fucking leverage point. You don't know what you're talking about. What? If they get past the deadbolt and the lock, and I have, the other deadbolt lock at the top, yes, it does. All they have to do is push on the bottom. That's why most locks are in the middle. He knows that. He's a fucking career criminal. Fucking robs one dude, doesn't pay his restitution the whole time he's out of jail. His grandfather wrecked his car and paid for it. Yeah. Whole time this dude bitching about his neighbor passing away and the fact that he shouldn't know them anymore. You're an idiot. The state already paid that man. You owe the state, you fucking idiot. Oh yeah, that's right. They're your family, so you think you should just slide. How many drunken escapades did you have? Running around in the fucking red car. Then what'd you do? You tried to play fucking devil's advocate when the kids were fucking scared of their mother. Uh-huh. You just had to have your nose in with the police being here that day when I called them, didn't you? And you were the one that fucked it up. Mr. Oh, my family's all their supervisors. Oh, they listen to me. No, they don't. That cop wanted to arrest you. And what's he do? Goes to Walmart, showing off and acting like a fucking nut, burning out and getting in trouble. Then when the cops are on his tail, he's like, "You're my uncle, right? You're my uncle. Go up there and get my car. And if anybody says anything to you, if you're real family, you'd take the heat." Do you understand the type of fucking manipulation this dumbass is trying to do? Really? I told him, I said, how come you ain't calling your Uncle Zach? How come you're not calling your Uncle Nick? How come you're not calling Aunt Val or Uncle Tom? How come you always try and come to me, my brother, or my sister with these stupid little harebrained fucking bullshit schemes that you come up with? What happened to your dad, Brian? Yeah, you know heroin can do that too? Fentanyl? Yeah. But that's not what you did. I told you to your face what you did. Because you and Johnny were talking about it a few years before you fucking did it. Saying how you found the video of the guy fucking making liquid nicotine out of rubbing alcohol and rolling tobacco. And don't tell me you didn't have access to all that, because you did. Your dad rolled his own cigarettes. He would have never known. Guess what that can do? Heart attack. You knew your dad's health and diet would have matched what happened. That's why he ended up in Northeast in the car unconscious that night. Because one of you motherfuckers drove him there. Yeah, you did. Because you were the son of a bitch that kept wanting to unplug him. And he ended up recovering until you started going down there. Then all of a sudden, he started doing worse again. Imagine that. You're the only one around him. What happened to your Uncle John? Huh? Huh? Bullshit. He didn't slip and fall in no fucking garage. The police fucked that investigation up. The reason why it didn't look like a robbery is because his older son, John, your little fucking cousin, that's another drug addict that runs around and tries to fucking pull shit here, dropping off a vehicle that he just ran from cops from, leaving it here so it brings heat to mom and pop. Yeah, your family don't know all that shit, do they? And I bet you if they did, they wouldn't give a fuck. These are people that are in the fucking state's attorney's office in this county. These are people that don't give a fuck about this type of person running around in the county because he's family. This is why he's never been caught for anything really serious, except for when he fucking was living at his grandmother's and started breaking into his neighbors' houses because they pressed the charges. They didn't listen to his family, even though they were friends with his family. Probably not after that. You know how stupid this dude was? Took a skid loader, the one that his grandfather owns, over to the neighbors, used it to push the door in, robbed everything, put it in the bucket, drove it back, left it outside with all the shit in it. Not all of it, you know, he took some, what was most valuable. But yeah, he just left it out there like a fucking treasure chest. Tracks, dude. But yeah, you're a gangster. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, you're backwoods. You wanted my vehicles and my family destroyed because you knew I knew about you. The only reason you made it off this fucking property is because of the bullshit you put in front of me. And I know for a fact you were another one putting it in Tip's head about getting money for insurance because that's what you did for your dad. That's also what you did for Uncle John. And then you charm up to Eric's girlfriend, or fiance, after he ends up having a fucking accident. Mysteriously. Yeah. Shouldn't fuck with somebody with ADHD. The reason why they're distracted on things that are coming in front of them, which they're not always that distracted. There is high functioning. There is, you know, people that are very exceptional even though they have that disability. You thought I was dumb and that you could fuck with me? Buddy, everything you have ever tried has never worked. And the only reason why this stuff seems to be going your all's way right now is because of the fact that evil has ran rampant. People are in love with anything evil. They will side with evil before they will good. They'll try and act good. They'll try and paint this picture that they're you know, these great people, but they're not. I'm kind of skeptical on this Alaskan Avenger. Yes, I understand the story, and yes, if that is true, that person is a hero. But he does not look anything like the dude that was in there, for one. And I understand prison and age can change you. Yes, it can. But he's also got Freemason tats everywhere. He displays a Freemason freaking necklace. He has a triangle with 33 in his tattoos on him, plus a whole bunch of Illuminati and Freemason symboling all over him. They're the ones in the human trafficking and the Diddy and Epstein shit. Yes, they are. You know, the big secret societies, all of them are a part of it. Why do you think they're secret? They're not so much now, but they were at one time. That's why. It's not the only reason why. It's one of the reasons why. You know, all this shady shit going on, they're the ones doing it, along with BlackRock, because they're the ones that own BlackRock. Very, very, very simple to put these dots together. Proving it in court is a different thing. But when you're dealing with civilians and law and order is already out the fucking window, we are the law. And we need to do a better job of it.